good morning and welcome back to EveryTrade Behind the Build. I'm feeling a bit ropey after 2 works dues in a row, and you can probably hear it in my voice. That was a hard weekend, but a good weekend. More about those dues later. Got a call over the weekend, interesting one, from a subscriber, a guy called Sean from Scotland. He knows bars and I've been speaking to him back and forward. He's a ground worker, but he does a bit of all sorts. He said, Chris, I've got a job up your way stripping out a builder's merchants. Do you need any racking? And we don't actually. But he said, well, do you need any building materials? I was like, well, we always need building materials. We said, well, basically, if you can get some of your trucks and some of your vans down here over to Oldham by Monday morning, we'll do a mega deal. And that is what we've done. So basically, we've got till tomorrow afternoon, which will be Tuesday, to strip out, well, he's doing stripping out to remove all this building material, and this is just a bit of it, by the way, absolutely loads. A whole builder's merchant's worth of materials. We've got bricks, we've got blocks, we've got cement, we've got door casings, we've got frames, obviously loads of bits of timber, we've got racking, we've got absolutely everything. Like, for example, pallets of plasterboard. It's a bit of a dream, to be honest with you, for someone like me. Issue is, we don't need it right now. So I've got to find somewhere to store it. And our yard is jam-packed, our units are jam-packed. So I've been on the phone this morning, speaking to contacts, speaking to a couple of agents that I know, trying to get me some temporary space because I want some thinking time. I want to get the stuff back to our place because we've got to be out of here by Tuesday, get as much as we can and basically get my head around what I'm going to do with it. I reckon we'll better use it on a lot of our jobs. I reckon I'll better sell it, store it for a while, but I need time to think. So the boys are here now. I've managed to get cousin Alex, Kai, Sarah, one of the drivers, Terry, and somebody else is coming later to get down here now and start, but there's a lot to do. But basically, we've got to strip out a builder's merchant in 48 hours. It's amazing. Honestly, I wish you could see how much we've got, but let's have a quick look around. I'm not joking, there's absolutely loads of stuff here. Can't really do it justice, but we're having to grab literally pallets of bricks, blocks, we've got lintels, enough probably to build about 4 or 5 houses. It's just a really good opportunity that I don't want to miss out on. I could easily have said no because we are pretty busy actually. It's the last week before Christmas. But you can't, you've got to be nimble on situations like this. Sometimes, and I think this is thanks to YouTube, I'm getting these opportunities more and more, and long term this will benefit our business. So I don't want to miss out. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, but will he be all right with that? Yeah, I mean that'd be perfect. Well, yeah, perfect then. Yeah, well that's it. I'll have to get them to do that on the next load then. Well, there's some. There's also some of that like palletised racking, click and play racking that we could probably just put up temporary as well and bank stuff on. I'm just trying to get him to get it come back in a sensible order. Yeah, all right, mate. That's good work, good deal. Right, top man. See you in a bit. Right, so what I've just done there, I just spoke to the dig in the yard, and we've managed to do a little bit of deal where near our yard there's another yard where a guy only uses it seldomly. So I've just done a deal with him, or the dig has to be fair, where we're going to rent that for a couple of months just to give us a little bit of wriggle room so we can get this material down, see it on the ground, and then go from there, rather than just literally pile it all up and have it forever and never be able to do it. I know I'm going to get some hate because I am one of them people, I buy stuff that I don't need, but there's a bit of method to my madness in that I will try and buy stuff that I know we'll need at some point or I know will benefit the business at some point. There's like, look, tons of racking. There's like these little baskets here which we can use to store stuff in. There's 4 or 5 crates of porcelain materials that we'll be able to use on one of our rental properties. So I've got an eye on our rental stuff as well. I've just been FaceTiming Alex. There's loads. There's probably about 2,000 metres of skirting board we'll be able to use. So that'll benefit us in the long run. But yeah, it's huge. It's like a little Aladdin's cave. So yeah, give me some hate if you need to, but I'll love a deal. And I think deep down I'm a market trader. My idol growing up was Del Boy, to be honest. But yeah, it's exciting. So back at HQ now, left the boys and the girls to it. Bit of a mad deal. God knows what we're going to end up with there. We've got a really tight window. We've got to tomorrow evening, as I said, to clear all that out. I've tried to pull in some more reinforcements, but I think the guys are going to be working quite late tonight, and we'll definitely have to start early tomorrow. But I think there's value in that deal there, and sometimes, you know, you just got to go for it. Could do without spending what I've agreed with them there at the moment, but I just feel like there's something in it. So, yeah. Oh, like I say, I am a bit worn out from the Christmas do's, the 2 Christmas do's. We went to Preferred Joinery, and we also went to, well, we went out on the EveryTrade one. Let's just say we tried to change venues. We normally go to one locally. We go to Stockport County and one nearby every year. But the boys fancied a change this year. So we wanted to maybe book something in Manchester City Centre. And we left it a bit late. And the place we could find wasn't the best. Although it was the same price as all the other ones we've been on previously. So it started out pretty good. We had the Ray boys there, my mate Dan Ingham, a few of the guys you've met over this year. And it wasn't the best. So we left the venue early and we went to an Irish bar called O'Shea's, which actually ended up at the night turning out pretty good. But because I wasn't feeling great after both nights, cashed my chips in pretty early. But I felt a bit of pressure. When you go to like works dues, Christmas dues, when you're the boss, I find people get a bit looser and a bit freer, and sometimes you get your ear chewed off. And I have been known to hand out the odd pay rise here and there. So I limited myself and I knew when to walk away. And I walked away a bit early and let the guys enjoy the night and relax without me being around, which is good. So I was tucked up. And then the Manchester derby happened, which was pretty good, or at least the last 5 minutes were. But it got me thinking, I mentioned it a bit in Sunday's video, how mad the works dues have changed. It started out with just our very first works do in 2009, me and my uncle Paul. It was just me and him in the White Hart pub. You know, we had naivety. We wanted this to be a decent-sized company. We wanted to see where we could go. But we also had a lot of anxiety about he'd left his job or he'd left his career. I left my job and left my career. And I was in an industry that I knew nothing about. But then to start it with 2 people, for it to progressively go to across the weekend, we had 70 people at both Preferred and Emperor's do, and the EveryTrade one is amazing, really amazing. And that's including like 20 odd people that couldn't make it. We probably could have had 90 people across the 2 nights. So we had 2 works do's in 2 cities for our companies. It's amazing, really, just to think back, like 15 years ago, just me and my uncle having a pint in the White Hart. It just shows what can happen when you're a bit naive, you're ambitious, but you're prepared to work hard and take risks. And sometimes you're just so busy that you don't even get to think about it. But then other times, you just sort of like, it dawns on you that how far you've come. And I would say I was proud. And I took a moment again over the weekend just to sort of like, as I saw all the people, just like having a good time thinking, wow, this just started just me and my uncle in a pub. And look now. It's a shame that Paul, my uncle, wasn't around to, obviously still alive, but he's moved on to other things. But Alex, his son, works for me now, cousin Alex. So it was nice to have him about as well. And me and him have been nostalgic because he first come in to do bits and pieces for us when he was 12 years old. And now he works for us full time. So crazy, really. And I hope that maybe the next generation, my kids and stuff, will come and work for me at some point if they want to. So yeah, not getting too nostalgic, but it is nice to sort of sometimes take a look and feel and think about how far you've come. Good night. Paying for it now, though. So, as always, this day is dynamic. The guys have come back to the yard with the first load of bits and pieces from the builders merchants. So it looks like there's some good stuff there. We've got loads of racking, which you can never have enough racking, especially with the plans that we've got coming up next year. There's also loads of building materials there. So what we've got to try and do is get them into stock, get them classified. I actually know the jobs already we can use some of that stuff on. Bit of a mixture of our stuff, mine and Alex's stuff, but then some actual customers' jobs as well. So that's good. So yeah, this also has just come in. There is a pipe gone on the 5-ton machine. So we've dispatched Dale out to go and try and sort that now.
So I've just been over to the aggregate yard. The 15 ton, not 15 ton, sorry, the 5 ton done a hosing. The dig was able to get it off for me. I then picked it up, went and got a new one made, and got some more hydraulic fluid, got that back up and running. Yeah, pretty fiddly, but you know, quick turnaround, decent. Got it back on. That's the issue you have with these diggers and stuff. The pipes tend to chafe against other pipes, then over, you know, a short period of time or even longer periods of time, they end up rubbing through. Yeah, easy job. Feeling a bit delicate. We had our works due at the weekend, which was really good. But yeah, that's one of my nice little jobs today.
So, like I said, good job we've got Dale, because things like that would be a nightmare. We'd have to get an external company in to sort that, but he boxed it within an hour, which is good. I'm just looking over in Wales, and we've got quite a team there now, and we've actually sent Hollywood. So a couple of people were saying they'd really like to see more at Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗃, try and see more of the building stuff. So I thought, you know what, bite the bullet, dispatch Hollywood over there. So let's go and have a look where we're up to on Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗃.
That's big money.
That's good.
No, it's not.
So yeah, the day is coming to an end now. How are you feeling after that?
I'm sound, yeah. I felt all right all day, to be honest.
Yeah, so basically KTM, he also came on the Liverpool Preferred and Emperor Christmas do. He drove my whip there. What do you reckon?
It's good, yeah. I enjoyed that, mate. I enjoyed it.
Why did
You didn't hear me curb it, did you?
No.
Don't check the
Don't
check the wheels.
They're like carbon alloys. If you curb them, mate, it's game over.
Don't check the wheels.
For me. What do you reckon? You get one?
Mint, you know. Yeah, I enjoyed driving that. I'm not sure. I don't know what to get. I need to get something lined up for next year, but it's a bit big. It's a beast, isn't it?
Because I'm a
it's
big
just
man.
me. I've not got, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good family car.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was really good for wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
We were like, I felt rough, and I was like, we're gonna go there for 20 minutes and show our faces, be polite, and we ended up staying pretty much all night, didn't we?
We were there till what, like 11:30 in the end, weren't we?
It's pretty late for me, that.
Yeah, you were like yawning.
You closed. I think you finished at like midnight, didn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was good. But Saturday, what do you reckon?
Saturday.
That's the EveryTrade one.
Saturday was interesting, wasn't it? The venue. What do you reckon?
Pretty bad, mate.
Pretty bad,
Pretty
mate.
bad, mate.
Yeah, we took a punt on one in town, didn't we?
Yeah. So basically, the feedback we got, like I said before, was that people wanted to be in town, and it was actually a good job we were in town.
Yeah.
Because then we went on to O'Shea's, which is an Irish bar, like I said before,
good.
and well, it's not. I thought it was actually. Yeah, we went into like an Irish bar, which was good. However, I cashed my chips in there because I'd had enough. But where did you go?
Can't remember. We stayed out till about 4, 5 o'clock. Had a little bit of a wander. But O'Shea's was good. The live music was mint.
You don't remember where you went?
You'd have to check with Dale. Dale dragged us somewhere. That's all I'll say.
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he said some nice things, and he probably didn't mean them, but he was very happy, wasn't he?
He was so happy. He loved it. He dragged us in somewhere. Me, Danny, Dale, a few others, Charlotte. We had a top time. But yeah, then chilled.
Gay Village around there.
Chilled. Oh, it was close that, but I don't think it was. No, definitely not there. Definitely not.
What are you feeling like today?
Yeah, I'm sound. Well, yesterday rescued it, didn't it? The derby. Yeah. So that was good.
Was it Diallo derby?
Well, mate, it was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. Like 5 minutes. The best 5 minutes we've played for about 13 years, isn't it?
Yeah. But that rescued it, and fine today. Pretty tired, but to be expected.
I feel a bit ropey. Just can't do it anymore. But we're out again on Friday. And then I think what we're going to do is shut the sites down Friday. We'll come back in the office probably Monday just to tidy a few bits up. How we're looking for closing down this year.
Everything's done. I've got a couple of people in the back pocket to work Monday if needs be, but I don't think they're going to need to.
Yeah. I'm pretty keen that we shut everything down for a couple of weeks and give everyone a rest and like come back fresh in the new year. Customers don't really want us in and around.
Don't. But we have got people who are willing to do it if needs be. Yeah. So, but yeah, let's just push to get everything ready.
We're going to keep Friday. The heating company, the engineers can stay on call out there. So people's boilers break down and everything, we've got that covered. We used to really push that, especially when it was colder. We used to get a lot of work in, but now, again, I won't be surprised if he gets anything in, but he's there if needs be. But yeah, my plan is to try and really switch off and
it's better, isn't it?
Recharge, especially after this week. But
yeah.
Okay, that's it pretty much for tonight anyway. So I'm going to go home and feel sorry for myself and come back tomorrow. Where did you go?
Can't remember. It was some weird place, but Dale was adamant on going. Can't remember. It had like 3 letters. Can't remember the name of it. It was like a 3-letter word that meant something. I can't remember. On like a road called.
See you later. Morning, it's Wednesday. I'm doing a bit of recording in the car, which I've not done for quite a while. I like the car stuff because I feel like I can open up a little bit more because I don't have the pressure of someone holding the camera. This morning I have been to see my therapist. Now I'm not sure, people new to the channel might not know, but yeah, I see a therapist. Not because I'm depressed, not because I'm anxious, and not because I've got any kind of addictions or anything like that. I go because a couple of years ago, my head fell in, basically. I took too much on. I was busy trying to be the version of myself that I thought I wanted to be, that I thought other people expected me to be. I think really I was in competition with the council estate kid in me that didn't have the best trainers, that wanted to be the council estate kid done good. And I just think that it led me onto a path of something that I've actually benefited from, which is building, a really great set of businesses, making some amazing relationships. But, and I've really pushed myself to buy the house I live in and all the other bits, build the property portfolio. But really, what I wasn't thinking about as I was doing all this was the toll it was actually taking on me personally, what it was making me like as a dad, as a husband, as a boss. I've talked about this quite a lot on the channel, but yeah, I go to therapy, and what that's done is basically made me understand myself, also made me understand the effect of people on myself. I had this thing where I'd try and help anyone. I will do it now. I always try and help people now. But what that can sometimes do is that you expect people to help you. And when they don't, it really hurts. And I suffered with that for a long time. I was helping a lot of people, close people out, and I didn't get it back. And it really used to cut me deep. So I've learned the effect that can have me and how to deal with it. But I need a favour. I was speaking to my therapist, Gareth, from Men Should Talk, really good therapist in Manchester. And he told me, and I already kind of knew this, he told me though that suicide rates in the construction industry are 75% higher in men than in an another job, in an equivalent career. 75% more young men take their own lives, lose their battle with mental health. That is nuts. Just let that sink in. And I don't want to be preachy, because that's not what this is about. It's coming up to Christmas and life's great. But you know what? Do me a favour, please. Reach out to a mate you've not spoken to for a while. Even if it's a mate that you think, he wouldn't do anything like that, he's not like that. Reach out to someone and just say, how you doing, mate? What have you got planned for Christmas? Let's catch up and arrange something in the new year. That message might have a profound effect. That message might save someone's life. And honestly, I just did it. I got a thought about it as I was walking out this morning. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that message out there, put something on my socials as well. And people responded well, and I got loads of messages because people thought about, oh, are you struggling? You know, are you all right? I was like, yeah, listen, I'm fine. Like I've been dealing with it. It's not, you're never cured. Your mental health is like any muscle. Like when you go to the gym, if you don't maintain it, you lose the muscle strength. And trust me, I know about things like that. And I go to see my therapist once a month because I keep my brain in good health so that I can come to work and be a good boss, be a good leader, go home, be a good husband, be a good dad, be a good friend, be a good sibling, be a good son. I keep this brain. If I didn't go and see a therapist, I don't reckon I'd have the capacity mentally to be doing this. You know, because it is hard putting myself out there, getting judged, people ripping me for how I look, how I sound, you know, the business that I love so much. It's like my baby. You know, it teaches you resilience, it teaches you about other people. So I'm not saying, look, everyone go out and see a therapist. If you can afford it, great. But what I am saying is just reach out to someone, yeah? I know it's big, it's all out there, you know, good to talk, men should talk, you know, all that. But seriously, dead easy. Just fire off a couple of messages to mates. I don't care how happy you think they are, because it's always the ones you least expect. And just give them that little lift. Let them know that you're thinking about them. Trust me, they'll thank you for it. Maybe not now, but down the line they will. And you never know when you might need that text. So yeah, not to drag the episode down too much, because it is Christmas, and you know, but Christmas is a challenging time for a lot of people. But yeah, please, just do me a favour. Send me that text. And if you do and you feel comfortable, let me know if you've done it in the comments below, because that'll give me a kick and that might encourage other people to do it. Just send a few messages off to people, family, friends, whatever, mates. Like I say, especially the ones you think would never do anything silly. Yeah, not to be morbid. Over in Liverpool, on our projects over there, Project Leopold, Alex is going to show you around where we're up to. Remember, this is the shell-only project where we're building the extensions, doing all the heavy lifting for this customer. However, we might be doing more stuff down the line, further extra on the scope than we originally discussed. I've been speaking to the customer, and they kind of realise how good it is to have a contractor that has got all the tools in their armoury. So, over to Project Leopold.
Just getting a little video for our socials there. One of our properties, that's gone again. All of them are gone now. I think there's only 2 houses left out of all our portfolio for next year, student academic year. That being one of them is now gone, so you can see the let-by sign on. And if you've not noticed them on Leopold Road, to come and see how the lads are getting on the Leopold projects, the 4 of them. So as I say, we're on the 2, seen the doors open on the 3rd one, which is next door to the 4th, because the lads are probably getting ready to start ripping that one out, and there's loads going on. There's Christian now, so we'll check in with Christian, see how we're getting on. So inside now then, we've started steels there now?
Yes, the lads started the steel on the top. I think just a final piece going.
Okay.
Then able to remove the chimney.
Yeah.
We done the explore on the back again, you know, about the main room for the waste.
Have you lifted all that up now, yeah?
Yeah, we lifted all up, but this is more difficult now at the minute.
Is it?
So deep.
Is it?
Yeah, and plenty holes. I show you.
So we'll have a look on this one first then.
Yeah.
And so you can see ground floor's now in.
Yeah. Just a bit higher again, because the floor steps.
You down there, yeah? So Ross and Ray are just finishing off the floor at the front of the bay, putting the floor in. So what are you going to do there? Piece it in? Pieces?
Because he's been doing the mains more than me this morning.
Oh, okay, sound. So yeah, and then now this floor's in, we can get the measurements for the stairs and get preferred to start making them. So you can measure it for them.
Measure it now and send it over to you.
So you just got to break that out then? You're going to do once the knock-through's in?
After the knock-through, as soon as we got the DPC level, and we just knock up and
yeah.
Insulation, whatever.
So outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, so after you've seen all our discussions about piling, not piling, it's just mad how the tail goes. So as I say, we've done quite a few rounds here and most of the time we pile. So we have 2 building inspectors who come and see us from 2 different companies, and both of them usually say to us to pile. On this one, obviously the customer's gone with the local authority, Liverpool City Council, and the building inspector who we normally use, as I say, always asks to pile. He was on holiday, wasn't he?
He was on holiday,
So
yeah.
someone else come out and he said
he happy with the foundation. He said he understand about if he piling is better, but looks like it's a foundation, is he happy with that?
So he was happy.
So
The customer was here at the same time. They heard him say it. He's put it in an email to confirm. So we poured it, here you go. So
you did.
if he's happy, we're happy.
Yeah.
So it's poured. Now we're just going to build up to DPC. And
Yeah. The gear is coming tomorrow. Then I think following day coming the brick is starting the DPC level.
yeah. So on this one, the customer's not rendering the back, so they want it to be in facing brick. So
Facing
you'll see
brick.
this get put up in facing brick at the minute, unless they change their mind. Personally, I would just put it in block and render that house, because the brickwork doesn't look the best, in my opinion, and by the time you point it all in, spend the money and do whatever, I'd have just rendered it for a better finish, for future proofing it, but they're not wanting to do it at the moment, so it's going to go up in facing brick. So at the moment, this is it ready. As I say, Christian's going to get the gear here, and then the lads are going to start cracking on. Inside there's loads going on, so we'll go in and see how they're getting on. See as well now, so all the membranes being put in, albeit I just asked Christian to put a couple more fixings in some areas, because I think it needs a little bit more, and he's going to do. But essentially, the membrane's been put all the way in, all the way around. Some of it probably doesn't need it, but we do it as a precaution to make sure anything in the future never comes in, even though it's dry right now. And as the floors are being lowered, just make sure it's safe. And then obviously the floors have been put in afterwards. Then me and Christine are just measuring now for the stairs. I'll just walk around the camera. And we just measured this one now, measured the next one.
2490.
So from top to there, yeah, 2490. So I'm just writing the measurements down so then Prefer can start making these stairs for this job, so we can get them here before Christmas. Because Mike was asking me today, saying, where are we up to with it, have you got the measurements yet? So, and then she's going to do the basement set of stairs now. Make sure it's clear. Loud in here today, as I say, there's loads going on across both the properties, because we're trying to get them pushed on, smashed out. After this little bit now, once the stairs go in, we've got the studware to do, the extension to build, and that knock through, and then that's it then, we're done on here. The lads are upstairs working away, doing the internal brickwork, which you can hear now going on upstairs. They're just getting all that tidied up inside, ready to put the lintels in, the lower windows. What is it?
1830.
You hear me now, yeah? So yeah, while all the noise is happening over there, we might as well go over here and have a little look, even though there's noise going on here as well. But it's so good having 2 jobs over the road from each other, just from a logistical point of view. So you're the exposed in the back here now?
Yes, we started to explore the back.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, I showed the back.
The ground, copper made up ground there, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see, Alex, but they dig it up, but they do go to already.
Yeah.
The skips is getting exchanged soon, but
So you can see there, how this ground's made up by a lot of different materials, and as Christine's saying, we're already going quite deep again. And but just do what you done over there, mate.
We do the same thing again, and
but the building inspector won't be on holiday this time. The normal one will be back, so you might just say pile. So yeah, just do what you can, mate. You have to be interested to see how far they've gone down.
Yeah, we check it
when you get round there.
Yeah, we check it. What have they got?
But yeah, as I say, they're gonna just keep digging out and getting a prep ready.
Strange block.
Yeah, this trench blocked up, yeah.
Strange block. Yeah.
They'll just keep getting it ready like you've seen over the road, ready for building control to come and assess it. So yeah, as I say, we're in the second property and the lads are just doing the chimney stack work, getting it ready now to put the steels in. The 2 steels are put in from party wall to party wall already, they're bedded in. They're just taking the chimney down now inside carefully to then get ready to insert the 2 steels, which is these. On the floor in, and then they'll brick up in between and so it'll sit on the steels. With this property being an end terrace, the lads need to take a little bit more care in it because the gable end there's nothing else on either side. So because there's nothing else there, you need to make sure whatever they get done here now is done with care and attention, and when it gets put back, it's put back properly. On this particular one, all that mortar on that side of the building is just like sand, and sometimes you get that in this area, and with these properties and any older property you probably do get it. But what they've had to do is do a mesh render, so they've had to put mesh on and do like a base coat of render just to grip the bricks, the existing bricks that are going to stay, before they started taking off the breast below it, because it's that soft, it could just come away. In an ideal situation, you'll just take that whole chimney breast out and do away with it. But because it's a conservation area, you can't change the external elevation of the property that fronts the highway, because you would need planning to do it and you wouldn't get it. So it's staying in. So yeah, not the easiest job in the world to do. Very, not scary, but you've got to be cautious in what you're doing. Make sure you've got oversight. That's why Christian's spending his time here now watching the lads, making sure it's getting done. And then we're just going to take care and attention bits to be done. But as I say, probably next week when we come back and have a look at this for yourselves to watch, you'll see all that in, done, finished. So you're seeing a little trick what they do. So when they're dismantling the chimney nice and carefully, they use the existing chimney breasts as a little chute to put them down so all the bricks fall down, and when the lads start breaking out these breasts down below, they will then obviously have all the loose bricks to take out as well and cart them out, so rather than carry them down, just send them down the chute for a little way out. Yeah, so it's great when you see loads of EveryTrade vans on the jobs, because you know more work is even getting done again. Every time you come you see a couple more vans, better. So yeah, good progress either side there, and again, as I say, I keep mentioning it, but the logistics side of it, working between the 2 and the other 2 up there, is dead easy for us, makes them job seem much more seamless. It's hard trying to film on the road. Trying to film as the vans are there, the shot's good little shot. I mean, good little image, but yeah, the jobs themselves are going well. As I say, we'll get the stair measurements in now for that into preferred, so they can crack on, get that finished, start getting the stud working, get that extension up over there. Once them steels are in for the chimneys, the breast will come down, start exposing more of the foundations ready to pour, and we start putting a lot of floor in there. Same process as there, take the floor up below, next floor in, ground floor, and then by that time the lads then will be up there ripping out. Same process again, and then should be done, ready for the customer to take over from their point of view, doing the sparking and plumbing and getting their bits done. We should be nearly finished in there, and then we'll be focused up there on the 2 back-to-back ones then. The easy extension build over there as well, because the 2 of them are next to each other, so be a lot quicker again there doing it. Yeah. Just need to keep going, keep the process going, and try and get these 2 as far as we can for Christmas, and that one done ideally near enough. No reason why we can't be done on there.
Definitely by progress we go.
Yeah. So yeah, with all that being said, I'll hand you back over to Manchester.
So I'm just looking now at this haul we've got from this builders merchants we've cleared out. I love deals like this because you literally never know what you're going to get. But honestly, I reckon there's got to be £20,000 worth of stock we've brought out, and yeah, good deal. The racking alone is probably worth 5 or 6 grand. I've offered it out to a few of my mates that I know always looking for racking. Been speaking to the Baxton boys actually, because I know they're always looking for racking. But I think we're going to keep quite a bit of it actually. My idea was that what we'd get for the racking, would basically pay for what we pay for the building materials. But no, it's I might actually use it, because I've got a couple ideas cooking that we're going to bring to you next year on the channel. A couple of things that Alex and I are working on, big, exciting ventures behind the scenes. See if you can guess what they might be. I know a couple of you guys have already messaged us and said you should do this. So yeah, we'll work on it, but there's a lot to do behind the scenes. I don't like doing that thing where I don't tell what's actually happening in the business, but what I will say is we've setting out a strategy for next year and we've got some big plans. We're going to really work on the existing things we've got and we're going to really get the grab thing flying. We're going to get the shop open for Emperor sales and lettings. We're going to obviously carry on the good work we're doing at Preferred and keep the building side of the business ticking over. But yeah, I've got some really tasty plans and I love it. That's my favourite thing, is just basically starting and building businesses. I don't think I'd fit in very well in a big business. Probably it's not for me, but I love what we do and it's exciting. So yeah, that was pretty successful. So yeah, we've got it all back to the yard now. We're trying to arrange some kind of system at the yard so we don't all pile and get ruined because it's the wrong time of year. Obviously, we're finishing in a couple of days. So yeah, but anybody else got any deals like this? Anything? Any mega deals for sale that you need us to get in there quick and do a good deal, give us a shout. Cheers to Sean as well from Scotland, top guy he was. Really enjoyed working with him. As I reckon him and I will do business again down the line. Positive attitude, just gets in, gets the work done, and was really helpful with my guys. My throat's still going, but yeah, happy with that. So that's it for another episode of EveryTrade Behind the Build, a midweek edition. I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Come back on Sunday, which will be our last episode before Christmas. We've got a few little tricks planned. We might try and get something out over Christmas, but I don't want to put too much pressure on ourselves, but maybe. We'll see how we get on. Have a great rest of the week. Make loads of money, but make time for your family. See you on Sunday. Could be a TV presenter, me, you know. Maybe not. Maybe a radio presenter.